Welcome back to Game Devs Play Games, where you can watch games and practice game design, and we are back with Doki Doki Literature Club.
Literature Club. I like this pronunciation.
I know, right? Literature Club. And
last we left off,
we were reading poems.
We read
Yuri?
our poem to Yuri, and we had a pretty steamy moment with her.
Yeah, we did.
Reading the same book together.
Yeah, we did. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that.
You'll have to forgive us if our voices are a little different.
Yeah, we're both a little. Yeah, it's been a couple weeks.
Both a little sick. It's also been 2 weeks.
Yeah, so it might have changed a little bit. So yeah, we'll just hop right back into it.
I don't even remember who was who.
I'm everyone but that one little annoying girl in the main
character. Yeah, you're right.
Really annoying. Yeah, I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting.
How could you? What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Are you calling me stupid? What? I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Like you.
That's a relief.
Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it.
I'll be honest.
Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Chris.
I forgot my name. Stupid name. Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well,
oops.
I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past.
Maybe it means that Yuri's a ghost.
Yeah, right. Oh, shit. And soon to be left with nothing. This is some deep stuff, man.
That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way.
I'm really bummed.
Damn. And turn your mic down a little bit more.
Yeah, please do. My apologies, guys. Getting over a cold.
I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so,
Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
You think so?
God damn. Yeah, of course.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Chris's.
So that I can devour your soul.
Eat your soul.
Me too.
I love the
Oh man, okay, so who should I show my poem to next?
So it's Sayori, Natsuki, or Monica.
Is Monica the short?
No, Monica is the really popular girl. Sayori is our friend, and then Natsuki is the annoying girl who likes manga as well.
That's right.
I think.
All right, we'll do Sayori.
All right, get my chops back in order here. This is a good poem, Chris. Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course. Totally my first time. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time?
I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously.
Oops, I didn't mean to take a screenshot, but all right.
Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now.
Just reminding, the poem is binding.
Yeah.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. What?
That's a weird thing to say.
Well, of course.
Oh, Chris is.
I'm not really into it yet, but it doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Chris's. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori.
I'm the best.
I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive
Oh,
here.
shoot.
Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah. And I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'll hold you to that then.
Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that.
Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
I wrote a poem.
I think my I want breakfast.
If I wrote a poem, I would always end it with, I want breakfast.
Because who doesn't want breakfast?
Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No! Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no
You don't know how a yes or no question works, man. I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
I still haven't gotten breakfast.
Yeah, right? I'm still really hungry, all right?
Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say that was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It just sounds like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school.
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. I guess. Well, in that case, I guess we'll do Netsky?
Yep, that's all you, man.
All right.
We get to hear Chris talk to himself for the next few minutes.
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. I just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes.
Oh, shoot.
Do you want to get smacked?
Yeah.
I'll pass.
Oh.
Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it.
Okay, can we stop for a second? They put some really sexual comments out there on every single one of these. Like, oh, let me show you mine, and I'll show you yours. And it's
You think that's not intentional? That's such a,
it's so
like...
creepy, man. It's like,
Well, that's part of the trope of this being a visual novel. Like
I'm so excited to where this goes. I'm so excited to where this goes.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it.
What's up with people not rhyming that last line? I mean, I guess it's kind of part of the...
It's part of the
It's poetry.
Yeah,
So it's
poetry.
poetry. Poetry, man.
Poetry doesn't have to rhyme.
Yeah, no, it really doesn't. No, I've written plenty of plenty.
It's more
God.
impactful if you set up repetition and then break it.
And then break repetition.
Ooh, it's so punctual.
Yeah, knocking it down.
Yeah. I told you that you were going to like it. I like it. No.
Stupid.
Shut up. Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because I have the hots for you. Everyone in high school thinks that writing is to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style would wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. I like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Deep.
Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end and then make it fall flat on purpose.
Hey, writing stuff, conventions.
It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro.
I like that little tooth, the little snaggle tooth that they do. I don't know, like that's such an anime thing too. The little
It
sharp
is.
tooth. It's like, oh.
Well, it's because it's considered cute.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. Maybe that's because. I don't want to say anything bad.
Let's just keep going.
I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with her last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Netsky is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her.
All right, time to show to Monica. Monica. I remember
If
this
I
voice.
can-
Yeah, you can click on it.
Jeez.
Jeez, Chris. Hi, Chris.
Oh no.
Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better,
Can I just read your poem?
I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
All right, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
People terrify me. Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
Not really. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Chris's. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that, like, sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I handed Monica my poem.
Great job, Chris's. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low.
That's how I live my life.
Yeah. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know, that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right?
Yeah, that's why I showed her first.
That's why I did it. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism? Unlike Sayori, who likes simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though.
I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things.
You can't make me.
That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do I read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know.
I see. Well, let's read it then.
Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was so deep. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in.
I feel like this is foreshadowing.
Damn, yeah, right? So what do you think?
I think I'm fucked is what I think. Very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
I barely know how to write.
I don't even.
It's okay.
I don't even read.
Yeah, that kind of style's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Death. Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that it's some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway,
maybe after
here's
everyone
Monica's
becomes...
writing tip of the day.
Love Satan and
get bent. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. I should probably cut it here. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. All right, so that should be the episode.
Cool. Yeah, this is a good point to call it.
It is.
Question of the day. How are the poems used or utilized to kind of both express the characters and kind of give us a deeper insight into them, but also potentially foreshadow what might happen later, or
the crazy twists?
I mean, like, who knows? Maybe there is no twist. Right?
I know. Maybe the game was just setting this up to be nothing.
It's a double twist. The twist is that there's no twist.
They're just. If you guys enjoyed this episode, though, please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't done that either. And we'll see you in the next episode, guys.
Bye.
Goodbye.